Hey guys, so this is Matt, and I just wanted to kind of share with you guys some things that you guys might not know about myself. I had already said a lot in the previous video, the very first video that I did, so I guess this is kind of like a part two. Uh, I'm adopted. I have two sisters, an older one and a middle age one. It's closer to my age. I used to have a trach for the majority of my life. You can see here I have a still have the proof that something was there at least. Let's see, I had it for from the time I was a baby to until the time I was either 18 or 19, somewhere around there. And man, I tell you what, when I had that removed, it was uh, it was a really weird feeling. It's like, when something's a part of you, when you've had something for that long, it becomes a part of you, and you just, and then if you have it removed, it's like, man, you don't feel right. You feel like something's missing. You just gotta put it back in. You just want to leave it alone. But I just kind of grew out of it, and I ended up I didn't need it anymore, and I I also had a feeding tube uh, that I had through my stomach, and I uh, I had to I had that the majority of my life as well, um, but I ended up I drink these. They're called Boost Plus milks. They're like protein milks or something. And I drank those. I was able to have them through my just drink those through a little container. So I didn't have to have it through my tube anymore. And also I was able to eat more stuff as well. So I was able to get that taken out. Uh, So supposedly I also have a biological sister, which I don't know. I've never met. Never don't really know anything about her. I just know that apparently I have one. So yeah. My biological parents were apparently they were. From what I understand, my mother was a like alcoholic, and I think my dad might have been my biological dad might have been one as well. Uh, they were, from what I understand, they were pretty messed up. So, um, and that's probably the reason why I am ended up being disabled. And also probably the reason why I have such a bad, a addictive personality. Uh, so, but I always try to. I'm so far I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping that in check. So that's good. I have two dogs. I have a leopard gecko. I have three cats. Um, let's see. I graduated um, from Puyallup High School in 2011. Uh, I when I was uh, in high school, I was able to join this program that I was able to uh, go out and have job experience, which was a very cool thing. I really enjoyed that. I had a lot of, I ended up, um, I was able to have a lot of volunteering experience from, movie store to office work, which I hated the office work, but what are you gonna do? You gotta do what they tell you to do, I guess. And I had I had multiple jobs, um, a lot of just volunteering. Uh, Now, after high school, when I graduated, I had um, I was like trying to find a job, paying job, because I also volunteer at the couple animal shelters because I love animals and it just seemed like it'd be a perfect fit. I could walk the dogs and play with the dogs and stuff like that. I thought it'd be great. Unfortunately, they did not think that that it was a very good fit for me to be there. Um, which I I could see that, but at the same time, I don't really think they gave it much of a chance. But it was what it was. So uh, then I kind of gave up after that because I kind of felt like uh, I, some situations happen that being an individual like myself that is disabled, sometimes things happen. You come across situations where you once you leave or you go back home and you kind of sit there and realize, wow, you just got discriminated against. And I try not to make a big deal about things like that because there's nothing I can do about it. Really, I mean, other than complain and get mad and all that. And I spent too many years doing that, being angry and trying to stand up for myself and fighting for what I believe in and all that. And of course, it got me nothing but a lot of detentions and a lot of kicking out of getting kicked out of this place and that place, and people thinking you're an a hole and all this. And so at the end of the day, it's just not worth it. And you only have so much energy. So and I got I ran out of energy, so I just kind of try to whenever I come across situations like that, I try to uh, just kind of go away, just kind of go back home, and just kind of you know do something else, or I try to. Um, or I'll talk to them, see if there's a way that we can get it, we can like make it walk or something. And sometimes that I think like once or twice that helped, but not very often. But so then I was able. So again, I gave up on all the volunteer jobs because I just got fed up with rejection and all that. All it did was make me depressed. So I just quit, and I ended up. That's when I got into. That's pretty much when I got into drinking a lot. Because I was going out a lot, and the amount of attention that you get from going down to the bars and stuff. Bunch of drunk people that think you're great, and they you know buy you drinks and they talk to you and they just think that you're great. And of course, it's a really good feeling to do that, even though you know that they're drunk and that's the only reason. But it doesn't matter, it feels good, so you do it. And so I did that way too much, and I did that a lot. And man, thinking about thinking back at it, you don't really realize how much time, how many days turn into months, and then turn into years that you did that. And so when I quit drinking, which was I don't know, 1 year ago, when I quit drinking, I was like, I had no idea what to do because, of course, I'm not going to the bars anymore. So now I'm like, I'm not I'm not getting that attention anymore. I'm not getting that social interaction anymore. So now I'm like, I gotta figure out something to do. I'm gonna completely lose my mind. And so I ended up uh, going down to this place called uh, DVR, which they help people with. Uh, well, they help anybody with getting a job and basically trying to get on their feet. So I went and did that. And they hooked me up with this uh, program called Vanish. And they teamed me up with this lady that she was supposed to help me get a paid job and all I wanted her to do was help me with the application part of it because I struggle with I don't know I struggle with doing that part of it. So that's all I wanted her to do. Well, she seemed to be very negative. Didn't think always telling me, well, that's not gonna work. Well, I can't do that. Well, this isn't gonna, Well, I finally, but she was saying, but if you volunteer, then you can do that. So um, I ended up volunteering at the YMCA, which I of course it's not something that I definitely had in mind. I didn't really want to do it, especially since it was only volunteer and I wasn't even gonna be getting paid. So here I am, volunteering, and I'm like, basically babysitting a bunch of all these kids, and I'm going, wow. and But I stuck with it. I tried to just, you know, deal with what I had and everything. And anyway, it ended up, I ended up quitting that. I just left one day and I never went back. I didn't even call that lady back because she was, man, her attitude was just, I had enough of that. I wasn't going to go back there. I dealt with that with people like that uh, when I was in school, so there was no way I was going to go back to that. So I quit her too. I never called her or nothing. So, uh, it took another few years off uh, of doing nothing. Then I have a state case manager, and he helped me with get in contact with this other program that helps people with disabilities get jobs as well. And so I got hooked up with them, and they seem to be very nice, very organized, very uh, respectful, understanding, just really, um, they knew what they were doing, So I started the guy that I started working with, he helped me with applying for all these jobs, movie theater, GameStop, Goodwill, anything that I can think of, um, and even a car dealership. I mean, at that point I was trying to just do anything because I'm good with customer service. I can talk a lot, obviously, and I can, I can just do stock shelves or you know do the only thing I can't do is I'm not good with math. So anything to do with math, I'm not. No, I'm not. if somebody put me in front of a register, I probably would cause them to bankruptcy or something. It would not be good. So I try to stay away from that. Uh, and so, but now, unfortunately, this predicament that we're in now, uh, now I'm kind of back at square one with absolutely nothing. So now I'm, just trying to, well, I guess I'm just trying to keep my sanity. And I tell all this is over, then I can, go back and try to apply for more jobs, I guess. Um, I'm a big, I think I said it previously on a video, but I'm a huge music fan. I love rock, hip hop, rap, pop, just anything that makes you feel, anything that has like a that you relate to, like my favorite rap artist of all time is Eminem. No question about it. I mean, he's just like, I grew up listening to him. I still listen to him today. I don't care if I'm 60 years old. I'm probably still gonna be listening to him. Uh, that guy, he's just, he's been through a whole hell of a lot himself, and I really, um, I guess I just, it's not the fact that he's been through what he's been through and turned his life around and became this giant success rap star and just, really, got clean and got just completely turned his life around. And I look up, I have a lot of celebrities that I look up to that have done that, that have came from nothing to now, to where they're at now. It's been amazing to see that. But, so yeah, then, I love rock. Um, my favorite rock band is definitely Nickelback. I've kind of been going back and forth by Nickelback and Skillet. Oh man, they have, if you have a bad day, there's songs that you can listen to that you can relate to. If you have a good day, there's songs from them that you can listen to as well. I mean, it just really helps me out to, I really love listening to them. In fact, Nickelback was supposed to be here at the White River Amphitheater um, in September, but now that's been canceled. So now I'm like, that was definitely a low blow for me because I was really looking forward to going to see them. But again, it is what it is, and so yeah, uh, that's pretty much all I got for right now. Feel free to ask me anything or uh, subscribe and all that, and I'll definitely see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.